Hi everyone, thank you for joining us, and please continue to subscribe and leave comments. So a very warm welcome, as today I talk about another helpful tip that can bring you encouragement and comfort. When we are facing illness, lots of things, grief, depression, we are already at our lowest point. But what do? We tend to beat ourselves up and feel and say negative things because our perception is clouded by the sadness of our situation. It is then often more compounded when other people ask, "How are you doing?" or "Are you feeling better?" implying that you are in some kind of performance task, or that grief is an illness or something just to get over really quickly. This can lead to added pressure so that you hide and you fake your authentic response, as I've seen with many people. So often we have to live two lives, the fake one that says I'm fine and I'm doing okay, and the other one where we're silently sobbing and screaming inside in pain, which can spiral things negatively even more about ourselves. The amount of times I've listened to people who are in early loss that feel they're just not doing well. They feel hopeless and useless, but often it's just not the truth. And we must be gentle with ourselves and give ourselves the same compassion, time and encouragement that we would give to others. Here is a really helpful visualizing exercise to do just that. So I was supporting a lovely young lady through the illness and death, the funeral and the following months after bereavement. She was overwhelmed, low and desperately missing her mum, and also being really hard on the way she saw herself and how she was coping with everything. So this is what I said to her. I said to her, just imagine there's a big video screen up there on the wall and you're now going to watch a short film. As you're watching it, the main person in the film is not you, it's another lady, it's another person that you don't know, and I'm going to tell you just about them, so shut your eyes. This young lady, as we watch it, is a wife, a mother with two young children, and works as a teacher. Her father died when she was young, and she became devoted and close to her mother, who was a big part of their family life. Her mother, who had had cancer years ago, suddenly out of the blue, it reoccurred, and then from diagnosis to death, it was a mere painful 22 days. Both her sister and herself juggled young children, jobs and family, and gave devoted care to their mum until the end of her life. They then organised her funeral and cleared the house, sold the family home, while still being wives, mums and employees. And today that lady got up, she got dressed, even when she was feeling awful. She sorted breakfast, she managed to get her children to school, went to work and got through a demanding day, picked up the children, got the tea, bath, read stories, and then ate with her husband before bed. So I'm going to ask you a question. What would you say as you watch that woman? What would you think? Do you know what I say? She is amazing. She's incredible, she's strong and an inspiration. It's absolutely marvellous that you're not lying in a heap, crying all day, or in bed with a duvet pulled over your head. The very fact that you are functioning and is an accolade to your tenacity, your strength and your bravery, and that woman is you. If any of you are struggling to see how courageous you are, do this exercise. Look at yourself and see what others are seeing, and encourage yourself and say a big "well done" aloud, and give yourself a pat on the back at the end of the day after you've faced a task or a situation, a social situation that you've been dreading. It's a big achievement. Do you know, I still do this now, and my husband laughs at me. In a good way, he laughs at me, but I love to encourage myself, and I do give myself that big pat on the back after difficult things or when I'm discouraged. Many would not have survived the days that you have already survived. You have overcome, and many things are ahead of you that you are going to overcome, things that you couldn't imagine. Getting up each day, making your bed and being is a massive achievement. The days will get better and you are getting through. Be gentle on yourself and see how brave you are, just pressing in. I used to find it hard for somebody to say to me, one day at a time. It felt like a day was 1,000 years. So what I've learned to say to other people is one moment at a time, and all those moments add up to a morning, an afternoon, and then an evening. So if you feel like you have to just get through another day, keep going. One moment by one moment. The pain has a purpose and eventually will make you stronger, more compassionate, and you'll be able to understand and comfort others as you have been comforted also. So say to yourself at the end of the day, well done, and give yourself a pat on the back.